My brother used to eat them cold out of the can.
That's like a serial killer. That's like what a Chernobyl survivor would do. That is horrible. Welcome back to another episode of I Never Liked You with Matteo, Lane, and Nick Smith. And today we're going to go over some crazy facts. So we're going to do this today because I think it's interesting to see what
I don't know.
Kind of. I mean, but also me, you know. So it's
yeah, all of you watching, he doesn't know shit either. So I don't know why you're acting like he's a Rhodes Scholar.
I've known more than you.
You know nothing.
I've known more than you.
Where did Rhodes Scholar come from?
Okay,
Is
Chris.
that someone's name?
Chris is
Or is it Rhode Island?
What are you wearing? Are you Elaine Stritch? Are you about to accept your Lifetime Achievement Award at the Tonys? You look like Elaine Stritch, and the bottom of you is the witch from the Looney Tunes. What is going on?
All right. First fact.
Oh my God.
Oh, fucking Christ. Go.
Did you know, or here, I'll ask you in a question. How long until honey spoils?
How long until honey spoils? Before I get into that, I've been really into bee TikTok lately, but Instagram Reels because I don't go on TikTok. And this girl goes and finds beehives and just scoops them out to save them. And then she eats the honeycomb right there. But
how is she saving them? She came and she destroyed their home, took their food. She's a bear.
They're in places that they shouldn't be, and she brings them back.
Where
to
is a
her
bee
home.
that it shouldn't be?
I don't know, people's baseboards. Anyways, to answer the question, she was like, oh, this hive looks old and rotted, some of their parts, which means it's probably been there for a year. So to answer your question, I'm going to say 6 months.
I think it never spoils.
Yeah, honey never spoils.
What? That's not true.
Yeah, it's true. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that have lasted over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible.
And who found that?
Archaeologists.
They don't know about honey. They know about bones and fossils.
You are so...
I dare them to eat some of that honey then. If it didn't spoil, eat it. Eat it.
Do you know what bees do?
They make honey.
Why? Tell me what.
And they pollinate flowers. I actually love nature documentaries.
Okay, let's.
Any David Attenborough documentary. I just watched
Do you
one
know
about
that
the
they
British Isles.
turn in different circles to communicate with each other?
And there's a queen bee that they all follow. She's a longer abdomen, a shiny black back. I learned that from bee TikTok or bee reels.
I've been into cleaning TikTok lately, just watching people clean rivers.
We're not talking about that right now.
Okay.
Are you watching people clean the Sens? Scooping
I'm actually watching
out?
the French just continue to shit in that river. Do you know that when a giant hornet comes in, they'll all go over the hornet and rub their bodies quickly and it kills it?
Well, so then they sometimes, if the queen bee, I learned this from bee Insta Reels, if she is not doing a good job or they don't like her or something, they will create a ball around her and all vibrate at the same time, which kills her. And then one of her daughters becomes the new queen. Isn't that crazy? Imagine they did that in real life.
All for honey. Okay, next question.
Did you know you can't hum while holding your nose closed?
But it's filling up with air.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, you just proved it's true. Close your mouth. There you go.
Okay.
Next question.
Sharks are older than trees.
I do think that is true.
True.
Or were you asking?
I guess I was just.
You were just telling us.
Oh, you got to ask. Okay. But that is true.
True. And I do watch nature documentaries, and I think I remember them saying
If you say that one more
Do you want to know
time.
what I've been watching a lot of? Nature documentaries. And I really like the ocean one. Even though the ocean scares me, I do. You remember the movie Sharknado? Where it ate Abby Lee Miller and Tori Spelling. No.
Who I met Tori Spelling.
Not Tori Spelling. The other blonde. You'll never ruin my sparkle.
Oh,
Oh God, she was in all of those American Pie movies.
come on, what's her name?
What's-
Carson Daly dated her. You'll never.
Tara Reid.
Tara Reid. You'll never ruin my sparkle.
Shout out Tara, friend of the pod.
We
Next.
love Tara, yeah.
This blank animal has best friends.
Penguins,
Dogs?
flamingos,
Ducks? Wait, I've seen
Horses.
a duck. I have seen on Instagram a duck that's best friends with a dog. They hang out all day.
That wasn't the question. Horses.
Cows.
Cows
I was
have
just
best
gonna
friends?
say cows.
I saw on Instagram where this girl like shakes a thing. It's like a cow's favorite cookie, and like the cow like runs over, and then like there was like a baby cow that was like living in the house and was also best friends with a dog.
I saw on Instagram this guy that makes these cooking videos, and he has a full-size cow best friend that's in the house with him, and the cow keeps eating everything he's trying
Oh
to
yeah,
make.
John Luca was on one of the videos. He does
Yeah.
all the cooking. He's like shirtless and does all the cooking and stuff.
You know what also I like about cows? How they taste.
I know. I do feel bad about that.
I don't.
I
There's plenty
do.
of them,
No,
right?
that's not. It's and they release a lot of CO. It's not good. Their
They release what?
Their farts are causing global warming. I'm not kidding.
They are?
Mhm.
Are ours?
Well, not as intense, I don't think. But isn't
Well,
that
why
true?
theirs?
Isn't there farts like from the
I've
amount?
heard some dogs rip ass. Are theirs?
I don't know. Wait, is it true? Did I make this up? I feel like this is true. They're like
I'm pretty
a certain
sure it is.
percentage of the world's like CO2 emission comes from cattle, and it's literally their farts.
Oh my God. Well,
That-
then I don't feel bad about using a can of hairspray a day anymore.
Use a can of hairspray a day.
I
Are you a
was being
13-year-old in
sarcastic.
1986 getting ready for your like school photo?
I wasn't alive in 1986, unlike some people here,
I was only alive in half of 1986.
but you were alive. Hey guys, as you know, I am not a very good cook, and grocery stores bring me so much anxiety that I just can't do it. So I'm going to be starting to use HelloFresh because they do all of the planning, all of the shopping, everything for you, which makes it super easy. So I don't have to go into the grocery store and leave with things that don't even make a meal. It's constantly customizable. You can go on the app or the website and you can choose different proteins and veggies and what kind of meals that you want. And it just makes your life so much easier. Also, life gets in the way. Your plans constantly are changing. So what's nice with HelloFresh is you can customize it and you can skip a week, or you can only choose a few days of the week as opposed to every single day. So they really make it more customizable for your life. I definitely need to start eating healthier, as you all know. So when I order, I'm probably going to try to order a lot of their veggie options and mix in some different protein options because I have to have some meat. So because we've partnered with HelloFresh, for free breakfast for life, go to HelloFresh.com/freenever. You'll get one free breakfast item per box while the subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life just by going to HelloFresh.com/freenever.
There are some things in life that are okay to be a total crapshoot. So trying a new type of milk in your coffee, or rolling the dice in a new workout class, mixing it up with a new takeout spot, all these things. But finding the right doctor should not be a total crapshoot. And with ZocDoc, it's not, because you've got more options than you know. As we know, being an adult has its high points, like you can eat ice cream every single night for dinner, but it doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? It's like you also have to do your taxes, and you have to figure out what's for dinner every freaking night. Like, okay, now I gotta make doctor's appointments. Look, we've got that covered. There's ZocDoc, okay? The healthcare app that makes adulting much, much easier. Sometimes searching for the right doctor is like a bad Mad Lib. It's like a Susan Boyle specialist with a Susan Boyle insurance and Susan. Okay, I don't know how to play Mad Libs. I just keep saying Susan Boyle for everything. But, with ZocDoc, it makes it easy to fill in those blanks to help you find the right doctor for your specific needs. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors to choose right for you and click instantly to book an appointment. We are talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much more. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking, and you can even score same-day appointments. So stop putting off those appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/I never liked you. Find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc, ZocDoc.com/I never liked you. ZocDoc.com/I never liked you.
Next,
The inventor of this chip is now buried inside their own bag.
The inventor of this chip is buried inside like a computer chip?
No, like a snack.
Ruffles.
Buried in
Lay's?
their own bag? Doritos? Lay's?
Fungles.
Pringles.
Pringles.
Pringles?
So that's he's
That was
buried in a
his
can.
urn was a Pringles jar? His urn was a Pringles jar.
Fred Barr requested to be buried in a Pringles can, and his children honored his request.
No one likes your job that much.
But also, he's dead. You don't have to do it.
well,
he's
you
not
should
gonna
honor
know.
what they want. What do you want to do when you die? You want to be cremated or buried?
Buried in something in your apartment. I want to be made into a lead pipe.
What? Seriously, do you want to be cremated or buried?
I think buried.
Really?
Cremated just seems so final.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Hold on, back up. No.
No, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to answer it.
I want you to answer this. You think that your dead body being put in a box and put 6 feet underground, that somehow that's not final?
Now, hear me out. There's something when you die, I know you're dead, but if technology worked and they were able to bring people
Nick,
back to
I'm gonna
life.
stop you right
No.
there.
If they were able to bring people back to life, and if you weren't cremated, you could be one of them. But if you were cremated, they can't bring your ashes back to life. They're not magicians.
Guarantee you, if they could bring anybody back to life, they're not going for Nick Smith. They're not like, hey, the world is ending. We got to get this guy who knows when Friends ended in 2000.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on that
But
one.
it takes up too much space. Cremate yourself. Actually,
it's
when
too
I die, I don't
final.
care what. Like, take my body and throw it into the river. I don't care.
It's too final. I want the chance that if technology makes it happen, I want that chance. Next.
Are you afraid of death?
You aren't?
No.
What?
I'm not afraid of death.
Don't say that.
I'm dead serious. Well, no pun intended. I'm serious. I'm not afraid to die. Are you? I'm not saying I want to die, but I'm saying I'm not. I don't live out of fear of it. I'm like, it'll happen.
Why are you surprised I am? I live out of fear 24/7.
Well, because you seem like the keeper of death. Something I don't know. You just seem.
Just because I look like the crypt keeper?
Do you think about it? Like, do you think
Yes!
about that? You do? What do you
Daily.
You do?
I think about most things that scare me daily.
But like, what scares
It's
you
not
about
healthy
it?
up here.
You didn't have to say that.
It's not healthy down here.
Permeating on the.
I'm not health. I'm not the epitome of health. I hate to break it to you and the rest of the world.
You're like, I'm not the epitome of health.
spit all over
I'm not the epitome of knowledge. I'm not the epitome.
Next.
No, I'm serious. I want to talk about this.
I talk about what?
Chris, are you
that
afraid
I'm
of-
afraid of death? That's a normal thing to be scared of.
But you keep saying the same thing over again, but you're not telling me like how you feel about it. I'm curious how you feel.
I'm scared of it. I don't want to die.
Nick, or Chris,
I
how do
want
you
to
feel about
live.
death?
I'm not really afraid of it, no.
Chris, please.
Sorry.
Is
You
it an
need to-
Italian thing?
You need to
I don't know.
choose my
We're
side.
all going to die eventually, you know?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I want to live a long life.
It sounds like you two want it. Well,
Did you have a bruise on your neck from Six Flags the other day?
honestly, that or someone choked me in my sleep.
we all ganged up on Nick on the
Is there
bumper
really
cars.
a bruise?
It looks like a little.
Oh, God.
Okay, all
do
right.
bruises
I was trying to
on-
get deep with Nick. Nick doesn't let you get too deep.
I do.
You're,
but
okay,
what else do you
That's how
want
much
me
of a
to-
top Nick is. He doesn't let you even.
But, I mean, what else do you want me to say? Death is scary. Most people are
I'm
afraid
saying,
of dying.
I know, but I want to know like the psychology behind
Because I
it.
don't want to die. I want to live. It's pretty cut and dry. Pretty life and death. Next.
Listen, Eileen Stritch. You look like you're about to sing the ladies that lunch.
Hit it.
A single strand of spaghetti is called a what?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetto.
Spaghettino? Or is that just...
That's a little spaghetti.
That's just spaghetti and and Italian combined.
Frocio?
Spaghetti.
Which Frocio, no, Finocchio, which means faggot, also means fennel. Every time you order it in Italy, I'm like, with like Finocchio, and then I kind of giggle on the way.
So a single strand is called what?
Spaghetto.
Spaghetto. Is
So
that where they got
spaghetti.
SpaghettiOs from? Have you ever had SpaghettiOs?
Yeah. I remember the
Gross.
commercials,
Disgusting.
too. The commercials,
Disgusting.
it's awful. And the commercials are like a bunch of kids in class, and the SpaghettiO guy is running around. They're like, whoa. And the coach is like, what's happening? And then he like, does anyone remember this commercial? Can you
wasn't
play
born.
it while we do? Chris, can you play this commercial as I talk about it? I swear the sequence of events are there's a coach and kids are in a class, and they're going over some football rehearsal, and the SpaghettiOs guy is zooming all around the room, but the coach doesn't see it, but the kids do, and then something happens at the end, and I don't know what.
My brother used to eat them cold out of the can.
That's like a serial killer. That's like what a Chernobyl survivor would do. That is horrible. Out of the can? What is this, East Berlin in 1982? You have a microwave. Your brother might be unwell.
He eats cold hot dogs too,
Oh,
out of the freezer. He puts them
indignity.
in the microwave to just melt the ice off of them and then eats them.
Then put them in for a little longer.
It's not me doing it.
Your family's fucked.
We are. Next.
A single cloud can weigh more than blank pounds.
What?
A cloud can weigh up to...
Clouds don't weigh anything. They're air.
They're
What?
not air. Clouds aren't air. They're water. Clouds are water.
Yeah, but clouds are also air.
Clouds. What do you?
Why are
okay.
they white?
It's small particles of water that have evaporated into the air.
But what's making them white?
Well, it's not that they're white. It's when a bunch of small
They are white.
particles
Look at the
are
sky.
all together, they appear in that shape or that color that looks white. But it's not like an actual. You're thinking like Care Bears where they're sitting on the clouds. It's water.
White water? Rafting? And then what makes them black?
When there's heavy clouds over, it's like a cumulonimbus cloud, right? So that's like a storm cloud. When so many clouds are above it, then the clouds on the bottom appear darker because there's so many clouds high above it. Does that make sense? So that means that there's storms are
there's
coming.
layers.
Do you know why there's storms? Do you know what happens with clouds and
They bump into each other. No, the air currents.
you close? So what happens with the air currents to create
They
like a
freak the fuck out. Back in the day, they used to say God was bowling.
No, that's what you say to idiot children when you want them to go to sleep. You stupid
So
kid.
clouds weigh something. Also, who's weighing a cloud? How do you weigh it?
1,000 pounds? I mean, they could weigh.
No, they would
water.
fall out of the sky. 0.7 ounces.
1,000,000 pounds.
What? No, reread that. You
A
didn't.
single cloud can weigh more than 1,000,000 pounds. Clouds may look
Impossible.
light and fluffy, but they are actually composed of billions of tiny water
What the
droplets.
fuck did I just say to you? What did I
A
just tell you?
million pounds?
Well,
How-
a big giant cloud. What do you think a
But
hurricane
how are they not
is?
falling out of the sky? 1,000,000 pounds? I'm 150 pounds and I fall.
What don't you understand about? It's a bunch of small particles that make up one cloud. A
Yeah,
cloud isn't.
1,000,000 pounds though. Why would it not fall out of the
Have
sky?
you seen how big
Gravity?
clouds are? Nick,
Matthew.
we have 8 seconds.
I don't believe that actually. I don't know.
this. You are so stupid.
Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of our podcast. Please watch part 2 on our Patreon. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe and leave a review. Until next time.